What's up everyone, how are you all? Today we are back with another blazing Naruto story. What if Konoha betrayed the Uzumaki clan? And Naruto and Kushina wanted revenge. If you enjoy then please like, share and do comments. And also check the description box to Roignal, creator of this beautiful creation. In the lands of Whirlpool, the leader of the Uzumaki clan Arashi was standing up face the triple alliance of Kumo, Kiri, and Iwa. He found out that Konohagakure no Sato, their allies, has betrayed them and left them to die while taking his granddaughter Kushina Uzumaki, who is the second Jinchuriki. Fury by this act of betrayal, he secretly uses the Uzumaki jutsu to give out all information to his granddaughter and tell her to do whatever means to revive the clan and get their revenge. Kushina, my sweet granddaughter, if you're hearing this, then I have died, but I need to tell you the whole truth about Konoha betrayal, Arashi said in his head as he finishes complete the jutsu and give all secret doors and jutsu to her. Remember Kushina, the Uzumaki clan must survive, as you must do anything to bring back the clan, even means turning some pathetic non-Uzumaki into true Uzumaki. I know you won't fail me, Arashi said, ending the message as he was surrounded by the three cages, but he won't gone down without a fight. It over, Arashi Uzumaki, your clan is done, the younger Onoki said in victory, but he in the two cages hears Arashi laughing and smirk. Your violence animals think this is the end of the Uzumaki clan. Never, as we will rise again and have our revenge on all villages who dares oppose the Uzumaki clan, Arashi declared. He charged at the three cage and their forces. When the battle of Uzushio is done, almost all Uzumaki are dead, leaving some survive but in hiding, while the Triple Alliance lost almost 90% of their forces. BTU, the cages survive but brutally injure as they retreat, leaving the dead body of Arashi on the island. However, his and the souls of the dead Uzumaki are there, and wanted for revenge. Meanwhile in Konoha, Hiruzen, the third Hokage, along with the elders, Jiraiya and Orochimaru, heard about the downfall of Uzu and smirk at this. Finally, those red-haired outsiders are gone for good, Jiraiya said happily. What more, we have the last Uzumaki in this village and we will make sure she stays loyal to the village as our weapon, Danzo said. It was for the good of the village that Uzushio falls. Those outsiders should listen to us for the beginning, but they are always so stubborn, Kaharu said. I heard that defeated almost 90% of three village armies. This shows that Uzumaki are truly a force to be reckoned with, but now all of them are dead except for one, Orochimaru grins. But Tsunade, I can't believe you really did that, betrayed your grandmother clan and getting Kushina to live in Konoha as a weapon, Homura said as the Senju women scoffs at this. I may have Uzumaki blood in me, but most of the blood is Senju, and this village was created by Hashirama and Madara. As such, I only loyal to the Senju clan, she said with no care in her voice. Now then, when Kushina reach the age of marriage, she will give birth to next generation of Uzumaki clan for us to control, and we will make them loyal weapons for the greater good, Jiraiya said, making the rest of the betrayal nodded. However, it will be their downfall, as they didn't realize a young child Kushina was hearing all this and ran out with hate and rage as this vile corrupt village betray her clan. Those bastards and that old hag Tsunade, she and Uzumaki, and she do this. The red-haired growl in fury as she went back home. She gotten a message from her grandfather Arashi Uzumaki, as she loves her grandfather and will do anything to help him. She sees the message in her mind as she read the whole thing and gained many Uzumaki jutsu, including the secret entrance. What more, she understands her role and bring back the Uzumaki clan by any means, even turn some non-Uzumaki into true Uzumaki. Grandfather, I won't fail you or the Uzumaki clan. I promise to revive the clan, and we will have our revenge on all village including Konoha. She vowed as she sees her dead Uzumaki members and will grant her the power to have their revenge. But everyone, I must plan this very carefully, as I will pretend to be loyal to the village until I will start the plan, as we must remember the Uzumaki prophecy state that an heir of the Uzumaki will bring glory to the clan and crush those who defies us, as it will be my child, Kushina declared. Seeing the spirits nodded and will wait. They vanished into the afterlife as Kushina was standing there with an evil grin on her face. Konoha, your time will come, for I, Kushina Uzumaki, will revive the clan and take you and all village down, as this world will be an only Uzumaki world where we will be gods and those who are not Uzumaki will be slaves, she said. Many years later, Kushina was training hard while pretend to be loyal to the village, as she did many missions to please the Hokage and council. She made many friends, but it was only an act to see who can be trusted, as she was deception, cruel and heartless in the shadows. She met her true love, who is now the fourth Hokage Minato Namikaze, as she marries him and have 3 daughters, but her plan still was evolving. Now at the night of October 10th she was pregnant again, and this time it will be a boy, as she screams in pain while giving birth, but also the seal that was holding the Kyuubi was weakened and will break. Hiruzen wife Bawako was helping Kushina giving birth to her son, as Minato was ready for the plan that Hiruzen and Jiraiya told him. You see, like Kushina, her husband wanted Konoha to have a weapon for their control, so he and them plant the seeds that Minato and Kushina will fall in love and have a son. Minato never really liked Kushina that much, as he only cares for being the 4th Hokage and to have a weapon of his own, but he wanted a son who will stay loyal to the village. When his daughters was born, he was upset and furious inside, seeing 3 red-haired daughters, as they are nothing to him. However, he wanted to make them whores for the village men, but not yet. Right now, he can see Kushina was pushing the unborn baby out, as it was a blonde-haired child who was crying. Kushina was happy in tears seeing her son was born, as she cuddles him in her arms while Minato was grinning wickedly. Yes, finally I have a son who will be the village weapon, he thought. You did it, Kushina, you now have a son, Bawako said, but then to her, Minato and Kushina shock as Masked Man appears and killed Bawako and the nurses while holding the baby Naruto, who Kushina named him. My baby, Kushina yelled as Minato was glaring at the Masked Man. Who are you, and hand over my son now. He orders. Hand over the Jinchuriki of this child will die, Masked Man said as he held a kunai and pointing at the crying Naruto, as Kushina was scared for her child life. While Minato was thinking to let his son die, as he will make another child, but Konoha needs a weapon, so he refuses to hand over Kushina. Never, scum, Minato said, but the masked person threw baby Naruto up in the air with paper bomb on the cloth, leaving Minato to reaction save his weapon while leaving Kushina defenseless as the masked man take her and vanished, leaving him and Naruto alone. Shit, cursed you bastard, Minato glare as he sees Naruto crying and scowl. You weak child, no matter, I will train you hard to be a loyal weapon, Minato thought as he left to his house. Meanwhile, Kushina was held tight by many seals as the seal in her chest was about to be open, releasing the Kyuubi. No, stop, she yelled, but it was too late as the masked person uses his Sharingan to control the Kyuubi, freeing it from its prison and order it to attack the village. When Minato arrived to Kushina location, he was furious to see the fox was out and glare at the masked person. Minato-kun, where Naruto? Kushina asked, worried about her son. He's safe at home, as I will take you to him, Minato answer as he grabs Kushina and vanished in a Hiraishin back to the Namikaze household. When they got there, Kushina sees the baby Naruto sleeping in his crib as she saw her husband leaving. Where are you going? She asked as to her shocked Minato told her he will handle the fox and save the village. He vanished, leaving Kushina standing there with her son as her daughters will come here from their mission. The sounds and alarms were heard in the village as Kyuubi appeared and caused massive damage everywhere. Many shinobi and clan tried so hard to take down the beast but fall. People lost their home and loved ones to the beast as Hiruzen and his forces tried to defend the village while waiting for Minato to come. Hokage-sama, we can't hold the Kyuubi back as it getting closer, and Anbu said as Hiruzen was angry at this. Minato, what the hell happened to the plan? The old Hokage thought. As in the forest, Minato was fighting the masked man who is difficult to beat, seeing his attack has no effect. What wrong, 4th Hokage, can't you defeat me, or you're worried about the safety of the village? The masked man taunt. But he was off guard by Minato flying Raijin level 2 as he made a Rasengan and slam it into the man back, making him fall into the ground. Because of that he lost his control of the Kyuubi as the fox eyes that was a Sharingan was revert back to normal, but still in rage and attack the village. Damn you, Hokage, you may have released the Kyuubi from my control, but he will be mine one day as I will crush Konoha and rule this world, he vows, vanishing in a Kamui. We'll see, fool, as Konoha will be on top of all village with our weapon, Minato, though, as he vanished to where Hiruzen is. Hiruzen sensed Minato coming as he was worried at this. Minato, what are we going to do about the Kyuubi? He asked as Minato smirked. We will seal the beast into my son as he will be the Konoha weapon, but in order to do so I will use the seal to summon the Shinagami and offer up a soul to seal it, Minato said. What about Kushina? You know she will refuse it as she will fight against this, Hiruzen said, frowning as he heard his wife was killed by the masked person and wanted revenge. That bitch won't be alive that long as I will offer her and those whores who I called daughters their souls for the deal, Minato replied, leaving the aged Hokage grin maliciously. Then I will help you to deal with that whore as Naruto is an Uzumaki but will be under our control, Hiruzen said. Good, let hurry, Minato said as both vanished with the beast as it was far away from the village. Back in the Namikaze compound, Kushina was yelling in rage and hate hearing what her own husband was going to do as she can't move her body thanks to the seals. Minato, you traitor snake, I won't let you seal the Kyuubi into our. No, my son. Kushina yelled as Minato bitch slap her heard and glare. Be quiet bitch, as this is for the glory of the village, as once we have our weapon we will rule the elemental nations and crush those who won't submit to us, he said as Hiruzen was grinning. You see Kushina, you are nothing but a pawn to our plan, just like your clan, as the truth is we let your clan fall as we only needed the seals and you since you were the Jinchuriki. But now since we have you son, he will be Konoha weapon as he will suffer from mobs beating and will be stunted until he will be submissive and docile to the village. What more, you and those whores who so-called daughters will be sacrifices for the Shinagami, as I never cared for you, our daughters, and this brat as he only a tool to the village that did. I never loved you Kushina Uzumaki, as I only care for Mebuki Haruno as she is the only person I love, and I will grant her a powerful daughter who will be Naruto punching bag and loyal puppy, ha ha ha. The bastard laughs as outside of the room him and Kushina daughters was hearing all this and glare hatefully at their father. Know that monster, as Minato vanished with Naruto, making Kushina yelled with fury. Curse you Minato and you, Kushina said, glaring at the Hokage who was still holding the seals to hold Kushina. I will make you suffer for eternity for the betrayal of my clan. Sorry Kushina, but it won't happen as you and those daughters will soothe. But Hiruzen was knocked out cold by Mito, the oldest child, as she and her sister Scarlet and Anna Uzumaki came and cried to their mother. Mom, we heard everything. That monster who dares calls himself our father will pay, Mito said. I will have that bastard blood on my hands. No, I will crush him to death, Scarlet said. He will be frozen by my ice till he begs for death, Anna said, glaring at this. He will, girls, as we will kill that bastard and recuse Naruto, Kushina said as the three nodded and free her and left to save Naruto. In the altar of the seal, Minato was setting Naruto, who was crying and glaring hard at him, and perform the sealing jutsu as he called out the Shinagami as she appears and glare at Minato. Why have you summoned me, mortal Shinagami said as Minato was grinning at this. Shinagami-sama, I order you to place the Kyuubi no Yoko into the infant brat so Konoha could have it weapon, Minato demand, making the Shinagami glare harder but nodded as she sealed the Kyuubi into Naruto as Kushina and her daughters arrived to stop this but was too late. No, Kushina yelled as Minato was laughing evilly. You're too late bitch, and now as for the deal Shinagami-sama, I offer those 4 souls as payment, Minato said. No, I won't take them, Shinagami said, shocking Minato and the redheads. What? Why? How dare you? But Minato felt his soul pulling out as Shinagami grins. Those 4 are from the Uzumaki clan, as they are my favorite clan since they respect and worship me. When I heard the Konoha has betrayed the clan I loved, I was furious at this and wanted to crush them. But I knew karma will get them as it did, Shinagami said. Kushina, Mito, Scarlet and Anna kneel before the Shinagami as she sees them. Shinagami-sama, please, we beg of you, is there a way for the Kyuubi to be out of my son, as I fear he will be hated? Kushina pled. I sorry, but it was for the deal, but I can grant your son the power of a king as he will lead the Uzumaki clan to a glory with you for help, but as for the souls I will take this bastard soul, Shinagami said as she pulls out Minato's soul from his body as he begs and shouted at her to release him, but it was too late. No, this is not supposed to happen, I was a god. I'm the 4th Hokage and the child of prophecy, damn you. He yelled but was now gone forever, and she granted Naruto the power of a king. Kushina Uzumaki, you will revive the Uzumaki clan by any means, even turning some people into Uzumaki but mostly females, as they will be carrying you son seed, Shinagami said as Kushina nodded evilly. Yes, Shinagami-sama, I will revive the clan, Kushina said as the Shinagami left back, but not forget the door to a special room where Kushina can revive the clan as she wanted to see her favorite clan again, and left. Kushina and her daughters came up and grabbed their son. Brother. Mother, how are we going to bring back the clan? Mito said. What will happen to little Naruto-kun, as this village will make him suffer and we can't allow that, Scarlet said. And what about the 3rd Hokage? I say we should kill him for betraying our clan, Anna said. Not to worry girls, as we will protect our son, as we will train him hard and search for any Uzumaki survivors, and it not then we will find most promised females and turn them into Uzumaki while they will be loyal to us and our clan, Kushina said wickedly as her daughters nodded. We will help you anyway we can, mother, the three said as Kushina grinned. Good, let head back to our home as that old monkey will be a pawn for us until he is no longer useful to us, Kushina said as the four left with Naruto with them while leaving the dead body of the fourth Hokage alone until the Anbu came and sees Minato dead body. When Kushina, her daughters and baby Naruto return home, they still sees the unconscious Hiruzen on the floor. As Kushina use a jutsu to erase the truth about the Uzumaki clan downfall from Hiruzen's mind as he got up from the floor and sees Kushina and her family but not Minato as the red-haired women glare at him. Get up, monkey bastard, Kushina growl as Hiruzen was up. Kushina, what happened? Where Minato? He asked as Kushina and her daughter was furious at this. That bastard sealed the Kyuubi inside of my son and tried to offer our souls to the Shinagami but failed as the Shinagami take his souls as payment, Kushina answer, which shocked Hiruzen as this wasn't supposed to happen. I see at least Konoha has a Jinchuriki, which means Minato was a hero to Konoha, Hiruzen said, but inside he was still seething in rage at seeing those red whores alive while his successor is dead. Who the fuck cares about him as he damns my son to a life of hell as of today? Minato is nothing to us as I glad that bastard is dead and my son name will only be Naruto Uzumaki that it. He won't have that coward name, Kushina declared. What more, all the Namikaze jutsu and scrolls will belong to the Uzumaki clan as we still have his filthy blood in us, Mito said frowning. Now then, Hiruzen, I want you to get the fuck out of our house. Kushina yelled, unleashing her power, scaring the old cage. Wait, Kushina, please, the people need to know what happened to the fox and you all must come to the council to discuss about Naruto's statues as he must be placed in an orphanage for good of the village, Hiruzen said, but was sent flying to the wall hard by Kushina punch as her hair was split into 9 tails. How dare you? You want to take away my Sochi and place him into the orphanage? Never. Kushina roar in anger as her daughter are ready to fight. Kushina, please understand, Naruto has to be loyal to Konoha, not just his clan, Hiruzen said. Mito uses her chains to bind Hiruzen while Scarlet and Anna held their swords at his face in a threatened look. You heard our mother, we won't let you or the fucking council separate our brother from us as we are the Red Death daughters. The Uzumaki blood sisters, Scarlet said. We will do anything to protect our family from threats, even from this village itself, Anna said. You're too weak to face us as each of us are triple S rank from the battles. We fought, the other shinobi are weak against us, Mito said. You heard them, Hiruzen. Naruto stays with his family, and that final, Kushina answer as Hiruzen was outmatched and accepted defeated for now. Fine, he stays, but what about the people in the council? What should I tell them? Hiruzen said. We don't care what you tell them, as if anyone hurts my baby they will die, Kushina warns. Fine, then come, you all come with me to the council after I tell the village what happened, Hiruzen said as they left the compound. In the center of the Hokage Tower, many villages was gathered here, wanted to know what has happened to the Kyuubi and the fourth Hokage. Hiruzen came up to the tower and looked at his people. People of Konoha, I wanted to tell you all that the Kyuubi is defeated by the fourth Hokage, but alas, he had to sacrifice his life to defeat the Kyuubi. He said as many fangirl was crying over the loss of the fourth, mostly Mebuki, as she was upset and sobbing in tears since she and Minato was secretly dating behind Kushina back, but now he gone, as she glare at the red-haired bitch and her family. But Hokage-sama, how did the fourth defeated the Kyuubi? A man asked as Kushina was glaring at Hiruzen, ordering him not to tell, but Hiruzen had no choice but to do it. He uses his child to seal the fox so he can be a hero to the village, as it was his son Naruto Uzumaki, the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, he said, making everyone roar in anger, wanted the child to die. Kill the demon. Die, demon. Monster. Kushina and her daughter was furious at this and killed many civilians to shut them up. How dare you all called my son a demon, you ungrateful bastards. She yelled as the girls finish off killing the fools. I disappoint in you all. Minato wanted his son to be a hero, and you all betrayed his wishes. I will place a new law, no one will tell the children about what has happened here or they will execution. Hiruzen glare as everyone was scared but grumbles at this and will have their revenge on the Kyuubi incarnated. Kushina was glaring at the Hokage as she and her family went to the council. Council Pav. Many people are shouted at this as they wanted the boy to die or be used as a weapon. We should kill the child before he a threat, Fugaku said as his wife Makoto nodded, as she was also in love with Minato, but that outsider had to take him from her and have those children with him. I agree that demon must die, he is not the fourth children, Sume growled, making the clan heads nodded. No, we must use him as a weapon for the village, as this is the opportunity we have been waiting for, Danzo said as the elders and civilian council agree, but then the door burst open as Kushina and her daughters came with baby Naruto as Hiruzen came in a well. My son will not be killed or be used as a weapon for this rotten village, as he is protected by the Uzumaki clan, and we will kill anyone who tries to harm him, Kushina scowled. Kushina, that thing is not your son, but the demon incarnated, he must die, Hiyashi yelled, trying to kill her son, but Mito draws her blade and stabs Hiyashi left eye hole, making the Hyuga scream in pain. No one hurt my brother and lives. Mito yelled. Demon bitch, how dares you, Hiyashi grunted in pain, holding his left eye. Now listen here, you worthless inferior scums, if any one of you or your clan members tried to hurt my Sochi, we will show no mercy to anyone, as the Uzumaki clan banned anyone from entering the clan compound, Kushina declared. You bitch, you dare try to protect that monster, fine then, as I cut off our friendship with you, Kushina Makoto glare as Kushina glare back at her 100-fold. Be quiet, whore, as I know you. Sume and Mebuki hate me for married that bastard, as I glad that fool is dead. He nothing to me or my family, but the Namikaze jutsu and scrolls are still ours, so fuck you all, Kushina laughs evilly, making everyone furious at this. You can't do that, those jutsu belong to the village. Mebuki screeched, but she was slammed down hard by Scarlet. My mother can, as we have that bastard blood in us, so by right all of his jutsu belong to us, she said. Everyone, she right, Kushina, children have Minato blood in them, so that have the right to take the Namikaze jutsu, Hiruzen glare at this. But Kushina was smirking evilly. Good, now your inferior lesser pigs better not try to harm my Sochi or face the wrath of the Red Death and her red daughters, Kushina threatened as she and her family leaves laughing like a villain. You bitch, know this, no one in this village will give you service, as we will make sure of that. Fugaku yelled, seeing Kushina scoffs at this. Please, do you really think we care? We get better shit from outside of the village, and what more, the Uzumaki clan is superior to all clan, you all should kneel to us, Kushina said arrogantly and left while the council was shouted at this bitch. Lord Hokage, we can't let this bitch and her family have the weapon, Danzo sneered. He right, we will get him back and make it a loyal tool for the village, Kaharu said as Homura nodded. I know, but we can't do anything, as Kushina is a powerful kunoichi, as her power is almost matched to Lord First and Madara, as her daughter is even worse for now. I will send many S-rank mission to them so we can use this chance to at least injure or make Naruto our weapon, Hiruzen said. I doubt that will work, but fine, as I still hate that bitch for taking Minato-kun away from me, and now all of his fortune belongs to the devil and her family, Mebuki glare. I will get that money back, as Minato-kun has always helped me and I will do anything for him, Makoto said. Enough for now, this meeting is over, head back home and fix whatever mess that demon caused, Hiruzen said, but then a thunderstorm appeared outside of the village and rain heavily flooded some place but not the Uzumaki compound, as Hiruzen knew it was the wrath of the Red Death. Has Kushina has the power to control the weather? He thought, as this scares everyone in the room. In the Uzumaki compound, Kushina was in a dark room with her daughter while leaving baby Naruto to sleep in his crib. The walk into the scared altar where a large red pool that was contained by corruption and dark power. This is the Uzumaki corruption pool, as it will be useful to them. Mother, this pit, will it really turn anyone into Uzumaki and be loyal to the clan? And as Anna said. Yes, Anna, but there more, it will power them up and will obey their future king, as Naruto will be the one who will lead our clan to glory. And we will be by his side, Kushina grinned. Good, so when shall we start training our brother for his goal, as I wanted him to train the art of blood, Scarlet said. Hey, no fair, I wanted to train him in ice jutsu, Anna whined. Sisters please, I will be the one who will train him, as I am the oldest, Mito said. Enough, you three, all four of us will train him in the ways of the Uzumaki clan. For now we must head back up and rest, Kushina said. Right, mother, her daughters replied. Kushina was grinning wicked at this, and soon her clan will revive, even means she will be her son wife, since she can tell he has more potential than that weak bastard father of his. Long live the Uzumaki clan. Konoha 5 years later. 5 years has passed since the Kyuubi attack and the announce of Naruto Uzumaki as the Jinchuriki of the beasts that caused massive damage and killed many loved ones. People had tried to beat him, killed him or poison him with many weapons, but all have failed. Naruto was training hard by his mother and sisters ruthlessly and violently. As it was torture for him, but since his Uzumaki blood was calling out to him to never quit, he fought hard and surpass his limits as he was only 5. Naruto was cold-hearted, uncaring and emotionless to those who hate him and his family, as he had to deal with angry glare and being chased by weak angry mobs, but he shows them their place time after time, as many Anbu tried to attack him but most were killed by his sisters and mother for protected their own. Kushina and her daughters was always given many dangerous, even suicide mission by the Hokage, but they are completely it and came back without a scratch, which is shocking to the Hokage and the council. Some of Kushina's old friends wanted Naruto to suffer as a gray-haired man who was glaring hard at the blonde demon who took his sensei away. He was Kakashi Hitaki, as he never liked Kushina or her children, as they are not worthy to be the son and daughters of the Yellow Flash. He wanted the demon and his horse to pay, as they have all of Minato jutsu and funds that rightfully belong to him. He and the others Junins tried to attack Naruto when his family wasn't around but was sent to the hospital many times, results of them not going on mission. The clans are the same, as the Uchiha clan was the biggest Naruto haters, since many witnesses saw the Sharingan in the Kyuubi eyes, and because of the people have giving distrust to the Uchiha clan. Fugaku ordered many of his clan members to hunt down and killed Naruto, but the plan backfire, as in 2 hours he receives the dead body of his clan members and the note from Kushina. Try that shit again and the whole clan will die. It enraged him and his wife to see 20 or 30 members of the clan dead. They wanted to report this to the Hokage, but Kushina has solid evidence and weapons that those Uchiha had and will take legal actions. They were defeated and have to pay half of the Uchiha funds to the Uzumaki clan, as the rest of the clan who tried to attack Naruto failed and did the same. Jiraiya was upset about hearing what happened to his student, and the Kyuubi was sealed into that brat. But the shocked was how is that whore and her daughters are alive. Here is and explain everything to him. And Jiraiya was furious at the Shinagami taking his student's soul, and what more, Kushina has full control over the weapon, as he didn't like that whore or her daughters, and now her son is only loyal to his clan and not the village, which he can't accept this. He tried to kidnap him and seal his memories of Kushina and her daughters, but Naruto made that toad pervert his bitch by beating him to the ground over and over again. Jiraiya was no match against this kid, as he was scared but angry at this. Danzo tries to send his rude army to capture Naruto, but Scarlet and Anna killed them all and send a note to Danzo as he reads it. Keep sending more pets, as they will be good food for us. It made Danzo furious and vow he will have his weapon. Right now, Naruto was at home coming back from training, as he never had any friends since they were influenced by their parents to stay away from him. He remembers saving a Hyuga girl from bullies and wanted to thank him, but her bodyguard grabbed her and take her away from him, as she still wanted to thank him. When Naruto opens the door, his mother and sisters saw him and rushed to hugs their son, brother. I'm home, Ka-san, Mito ne, Scarlet ne Anna ne, Naruto said happily, as he loves his mother and sisters but hates his former father, as he was told everything what happened when he was born and grew a hatred for the 4th Hokage and this village. He loves his mother as she was kind and strong and will always protect him like a true mother was. His sister is better, as he admires the 3 of them for their skills and power, and what he didn't know that those 4 grew a bond over him and will do anything to keep him safe. Sochi, you're back from training, Kushina said as she was cooking ramen for her children while still doing her kunoichi career. She was training hard after giving birth to Naruto and still have the same figure that will make all women jealous. Yes, Mom, I did, but I have run in a few mobs, but I crushed them all to death, Naruto said, as Kushina and her daughters are still upset at this and wanted to kill anyone who dares harm their Naruto-kun. During the 5 years they spend with Naruto, each one of them are having a tight feeling in their chest, as it was a feeling of love and lust. They all knew as it was Naruto they loved, as it doesn't matter to them. He was their son, brother, they have feeling for him. And it will be good for the clan, since incest was normal in all clans to keep the bloodline pure. I see, don't worry Sochi, we will handle them. As for now, wash up for dinner, okay, Kushina said in a warm happy smile, which Naruto nodded and hugs her and his sisters and went up. Mother, we need to kill those bastards who tried to hurt our Naruto-kun, Mito declared as Scarlet and Anna nodded, since their eyes are yandere red as Kushina eyes are the same. I agree, no one hurt our Naruto-kun and lives, as we will show those lesser clan not to mess with the Uzumaki clan, but later, as tomorrow we have another mission, Kushina replies as the 3 daughters glare at this. That monkey still tried to separate us from our king. Well, he will fail again, Mito said. She right, we made many clones of ourselves to protect Naruto-kun from any harm, Scarlet said. And we will finish the mission in no time, flat Anna said. Yes, daughter, and what more, I have found another member of our clan as there are 4 locations. Kusagakure, the new village name Otogakure, the north side of the forest, and Omegakure, Kushina said. That great, when do we get them to come here? Scarlet asked. Simple, tomorrow, as they will know our clan symbol and will want to help us get our revenge, Kushina answered as she and her daughter was grinning evilly at this and stopped to see Naruto coming down and sits at the table. Mom, are you, Mito, Scarlet and Anna going to train me tomorrow? Naruto asked happily. I wish we could, Sochi, but that bastard Hokage has given us another mission, but don't worry, it won't be long as we will come back home when the day is over. For now, be careful and show those lesser pigs not to mess with you, Kushina said as Naruto nodded and ate his ramen with his family. Next day, Naruto was seeing his mother and sisters preparing and leaving for an S-rank mission as his sisters was holding Naruto tight, pressing their big tits onto him. Be careful, Naruto, Mito said. And make sure you give me the blood of those fools who tried to harm you, as I wanted to taste their blood, Scarlet said. I hope you learning ice jutsu by me was good enough, Anna said. Don't worry, sisters, I will take care of myself, but please come back quick, Naruto said as the 4 nodded and left the compound, unaware the Anbu was seeing this and smirk. In the Hokage office, Kushina and her family arrived and glare at the 3rd Hokage. Alright, worthless, what the mission for us now as we are spending time with Naruto? Kushina glare as Hiruzen was frowning at Kushina disrespect to him but coughs. Well, Kushina, you and your daughters are heading to Uzushio to check out the ruins of your clan, as we have heard many people are staying there, Hiruzen said, lying, but Kushina sees this and glare. Don't try to lie to me, monkey, you want us to go so you and the council tried to attack my son. Well, we won't have that, as we warn you, Hiruzen, if anyone hurts my son they will suffer along with their friends and family, Kushina said as she left while her daughter gives Hiruzen the evil glare and left. That woman, how dare she threaten the Hokage? No matter, once she arrives in Uzushio, many Anbu and rude Anbu will ambush her and her daughters and killed them. He thought as he sees his Anbu coming down and told him that the coast is clear. Good, now bring me the weapon, as Jiraiya has the seal to make him loyal to the village, Hiruzen orders as the Anbu left. So, Naruto, you will be the weapon like you were supposed to be, said Uzumaki household Pav. Naruto was training hard with the jutsu and scrolls he gotten from his mother and sisters as he studies hard and never slack off. He wanted to make his family happy as they told him everything about the Uzumaki clan and their powerful skills. What more, he also learns about the dark truth of his clan was betrayed by Konoha and was exterminated by 3 great villages of Kumo, Kiri and Iwa. Because of this truth he vows to get stronger and help his family to get their revenge. Knock, knock. Naruto heard the door knocking as he knew it not his mother or his sisters, so it must be the Fu Aish villagers wanted to give him a painful lesson as he opens it and sees an Anbu glaring at him and tried to grab him. But he felt his left arm slice off by Naruto kunai as blood was all over the front door. Nice try, lower class, but you can't fool me now, get the hell out of my house and die, Naruto scowl as he unknowingly unleashed the fox power, scaring the Anbu. Demon scum. The Anbu yelled, glaring at Naruto. You will come with me, so we will place a seal on you so we can control yo slice. The Anbu didn't finish his sentence as his head was chopped off and roll on the ground. Filthy commoner, how dare you order me around? Know your place is dirt between me, Naruto scoffs as he sees the scroll that the Anbu has his nose. It was a teleport scroll to an open field. I should tell mom about this when she comes back, but I wanted to test my new jutsu, so I guess I play with them, Naruto thought. As he opens the skulls and he was teleported to an open field where he sees many civilians and shinobi, but what more, he sees the same pervert man who his former father knows. Jiraiya of the Frog Sanin as the pervert glare at him. Well, brat, guess you won't have those whores to protect you. But it won't matter, as many Anbu and rude Anbu will finish them off, as you will be Konoha weapon, Jiraiya said arrogantly as he was about to place a powerful loyalty seal on Naruto, only to be pushed back by a force. Many people saw it was Naruto, but to their surprise the demon eyes change as it was the Rinnegan. What, how do you have the Rinnegan demon? Jiraiya snarled, getting up as Naruto grins at this. I always have it, fool, and for trying to make me the leaf puppet, you and everyone here will die, Naruto replies, charge at the soon-to-be mask heir. Many brave shinobi tried to end the demon life, but they were slain by Naruto blood jutsu and frozen some in ice that he learns from his sisters Scarlet and Anna. Jiraiya along with two Chunin Iruka and Mizuki tried to stop him, but Naruto uses Shinra Tensei to send them flying back as he was almost done killing the mobs. When the slaughter fest is over, Naruto was standing alone in the field with many dead body of civilian and shinobi and didn't sense the three fool he sent flying as they must have escaped. HMPH cowards. Naruto scoffs as he vanished in a Hiraishin and head back home, but was unaware that Kakashi and his Junin's friends was seeing the slaughter of many people, killed by a 5-year-old child. No, not a child but a demon. How can that boy killed that many people all the same time? Asuma said, glaring at this. What more that blood and ice bitch train him in their jutsu, and what even more, he has a powerful dojutsu that even more powerful than the Sharingan and Byakugan. We must tell the Hokage about this. Kurenai scowling as Anko nodded. Kakashi glare hatefully, seeing his sensei jutsu was uses against those perfect civilians and shinobis as he wanted the demon and his family to die so he can avenge his sensei. Damn you demon, you will suffer so Minato's sensei can be avenged, Kakashi thought. Uzushio Pav. Kushina and her daughter was checking around the ruins of their old homeland. This enraged them, mostly Kushina, as she can hear the souls of men, women and children of Uzumaki calling for help and wanted revenge. Mother, are you okay? Mito asked as she and her sisters saw the anger and hate from Kushina's face scaring them a bit. No Mito, I not, as our clan did nothing wrong. We only wanted to be left alone, but those 3 villages and Konoha betrayal killed off many of our people as I can heard them crying out for revenge and bloodlust, Kushina replied, scowling, unleashing her power. Mother, sisters, we have some company as it Konoha Anbu and Root Anbu, and it almost 1,000 of them each, Scarlet shouted as the rest knew something not right. I knew it, that bastard Hokage tried to send us on a mission so we can be ambushed by many Anbu, Anna sneered. It won't matter as his plan will backfired, and I think Naruto might be in trouble, so let finish this up, Kushina orders as her daughters nodded and prepare. The Anbu and Root Anbu appeared, bring about 1,000 of their forces. Kushina, Uzumaki, we have come here under the council orders to kill you and your demon daughters so we can have the weapon that is your son, the Root Anbu said, emotionless. We'll see, fools, as you are all forgetting. You're facing the Red Death and her blood daughters of Chain, Blood and Ice. She shouted as the 4 attacked the whole army of Anbu and Root Anbu. The battle was a one-sided victory for Kushina and her daughters as Mito uses her powerful Uzumaki chains added with fire and lighting onto it and burn, skew and zap 500 Anbu as she was having the time of her life laughing and killing. Scarlet uses her blood to created blood demon hellhounds and created a blood Rasengan to slay the blood of 600 Root shinobi while tasting their blood as it was tasty. Yes, you pathetic fools, give me you blood as it will be food for me. Scarlet shouted, crazy, slashing left and right. In the other area, Anna was using her red ice to freeze almost 1,000 Anbu as she was called the Red Ice Queen. She was talented than any Yuki clan members in Kiri. No one dares challenge her and lives. You fools think you can come here and try to attack me, my sisters, my mother and my baby brother. I will freeze the whole village to protect my family, she said, sending red ice shards and creating red ice dragons, killing and frozen the dead Anbu. As for their mother Kushina, she was almost done slashing with her sword Benihime. No one threatens my family and lives, as this will be the end for you all, Kushina said, killing the rest of Anbus and Root Anbus as Mito, Scarlet and Anna came up to their mother. Mother, we need to head back to Konoha as soon as possible, Scarlet said, worried. She right, Naruto ni is strong but still 5 years old, Anna said. We will, but not yet, as I send in my clone to head to Konoha to seize if Naruto alright, as we need to split up and go to the villages and find our lost clan members and bring them back, Kushina orders. So, who going to which village? Mito asked. I will head to Omegakure, while you Mito head to Kusagakure, Scarlet head to Otogakure and Anna head to the northern country, as we need to save them quick, Kushina said with command as her daughters nodded and left, but not before sealing all the dead body of Anbu and Root Anbu into the scrolls and left Uzushio. Kushina was reaching to Omegakure as she sneaks in and sees a hidden cave, but what shocked her the most is the masked man, the one who harmed her son, as he was speaking to 2 people, a blue-haired woman and a red-haired man, but was placed in some kind of machine. However, his eyes are the Rinnegan, as he must be the Uzumaki she sees. After the masked man vanished, Kushina jumps down, reviving herself to Konan and Nagato as they were shocked to see Kushina Uzumaki here. "It you the Red Death, why have you come?" Konan glare as she was protected Nagato. "I heard for him as he and Uzumaki like me," Kushina answer as Nagato was seeing his cousin and smile. "Konan it okays she and Uzumaki like me, and I guess you here to bring me back to the clan since my parents was killed by Konoha shinobi?" Nagato asked. "Yes, cousin, but tell me, do you know the dark truth of the Uzumaki downfall? As Konoha was the one who betrayed our clan and left our people to die so they can have me, since I was the former Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi and now my son is Kushina," said, getting shocks from Nagato. "I should have known as me Konan and our dear friend Yahiko was trained by Jiraiya, but we wanted to come with him, but he told us to stay here and survive," Nagato said as Kushina frowns. "That bastard Jiraiya was the reason our clan is dead, as he and the two Sanin Orochimaru and Tsunade along with the elders of Danzo, Kaharu and Homura and last the monkey bastard Hiruzen Sarutobi plotted against the Uzumaki clan." She scowling as Kanan was shocked and furious. Whole Nagato was enraged at this. All this time Jiraiya, that pervert bastard, was the one who let our clan fall, and what more, Danzo Shimura was the reason that our friend Yahiko is dead. Nagato roar in rage as Kushina was confused. "What do you mean, cousin?" Kushina puzzled as Konan told her about how Danzo and Hanzo was working together to try to kill us and Yahiko had no choice but to force Nagato to kill him and the rest of their former group. "I see, tell me, does Jiraiya know you're an Uzumaki?" Kushina asked. "I don't know, but he told me that I was the child of prophecy and was destined to bring peace," Nagato answer as Konan and Kushina frowns. "That pervert bastard was an idiot. He doesn't know who really the child of prophecy is, as he and those toads are trying to change it for their and Konoha rule, just like that bastard ex-husband of mine's. But tell me, that masked person, you know he was the reason my son is now the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi," Kushina said. Konan and Nagato was stunned to hear this. "We didn't know, as the masked person told us that if we gather all tailed beasts we can create a new world for peace," Konan said. "He even told us that his name was Madara Uchiha, but we think he is lying," Nagato said. "He is as that, not Madara Uchiha but a fake. The real Madara never hides his face. But the gather of all-tailed beast will be a good idea, as I have an idea," Kushina smirk as the two are confused. "What your plan, cousin?" Nagato said. "Simple, keep doing what you do, as we the Uzumaki clan will have our revenge on not just Konoha but all village that dared defy us, as my grandfather Arashi Uzumaki wanted our clan to be revived by any means, and what more, Shinagami-sama has blessed my son Naruto Uzumaki the power of a king, and he will bring glory to the clan," Kushina explained. "So, it is true, then I will help you and my nephew to revive the clan, but still will it only Uzumaki, as Kanan was with me from the beginning and I know she will help us," Nagato said as Kanan was worried at this. "She will join us as an Uzumaki, and what more, I can tell she has feeling for you," Kushina smirk, making the blue-haired women blush. "Yes, it true, as I really wanted to help Nagato-kun anyway, even if it means turning myself into an Uzumaki, as I will obey my loyalty to him and the Uzumaki clan," Konoha vows, making Kushina smile. "Good then, as I will take you to our home for your rebirth, as you will be granted the power and skills of an Uzumaki but will be loyal only to the clan," Kushina said in an evil voice. "I will, Kushina-sama," Kanan said, kneeling to her as she and Kushina vanished, but not before Kushina heals Nagato condition and make him young again, as he was thankful for her and will follow that fake Madara plan until the time is right and we end his life. "Now then, Kanan, let be off, as you will be happy with becoming an Uzumaki," Kushina orders as Konan nodded and left with her. As both left, the masked man came back and to see Nagato was young again, as he wanted to know what happened. "Lord Madara, it okay, as this is what I use the Rinnegan for, but for now let's focus on recruiting the Akatsuki members," Nagato said as the masked man or Obito didn't cared about this and only wants his plan to be fulfilled and become god with his dead lover Rin by his side. Meanwhile, Mito was heading to Kusagakure as she sees a red-haired girl with glasses was alone and crying, as she can tell this girl is an Uzumaki. "Hang on, little one, you will be safe with us," Mito said. Mito Pav. Mito came up to see the red-haired girl crying as she wanted to ask her what wrong. "Little one, what wrong?" Mito asked as the crying girl looked at this red-haired woman. My mother was killed by those bastards, since they use her chakra to heal them, and now I all alone," the sobbing girl cried, making Mito angry at this. Another one of her clan members are gone and now her daughter is all alone. "I see, tell me, are you an Uzumaki?" she asked as the girl was shocked that this woman knows she's an Uzumaki. "Why yes, but how?" she said, shocking as Mito smile. It because little one I'm an Uzumaki as well but only half as my name is Mito Uzumaki, firstborn daughter of Kushina Uzumaki, she said. Wait, you said Kushina Uzumaki as in the Kushina Uzumaki that my mom talk about? The girl shouted, making Mito shocked at this. Yes, is your mom friends with my mother? Mito asked as the girl nodded. Yes. Oh, I forget to give you my name as I'm Karen Uzumaki and my mom told me that she met a wonderful Uzumaki that has no fear as she is the granddaughter of Arashi Uzumaki. Tell me, is she alive as I need to see her? Karen asked, plead. Yes, she is, and what more, we are looking for any surviving members of the Uzumaki clan as we will bring them back to Konoha. Mito replied but sees Karen glare hearing Konoha. What, why she went to that village that betrayed our clan? Karen growl as Mito was shocked that she knew all about Konoha betrayal. Wait, you know the truth of Uzushio downfall? Mito asked as Karen nodded. Me and mom was furious at that village betrayal as Arashi Uzumaki came to my mother dream and told her everything and need to find Kushina quick since she has the Kyuubi inside of her. Karen replied. Well, Karen, she not the Jinchuriki anymore, she the beast was sealed into my little brother Naruto Uzumaki as he the same age as you, but what more, Shinagami-sama has blessed him the power of the king and will revive the Uzumaki clan and get our revenge, Mito said, showing Karen a picture of her 5-year-old brother. When Karen looked at him, her face was turning red like a tomato. He's so handsome, and what more, those whiskers mark is cute, I must have him as my husband, she thought while Mito sees the blush look on Karen's face. This is my little brother Naruto-kun as he means everything to me, my sisters and my mother, and if you want you can see him as he will be glad to meet an Uzumaki as the same age as him, Mito said. But what Karen didn't notice was Mito unleashed some yandere through into Karen's head as her eyes are glowing red. Yes, take me to see Naruto-kun. I want to be with him, Karen declared as her eyes are glowing red and had a yandere smile on her face. Don't worry, you will get to see him, but first is your mother body somewhere here as I will take her from this awful village and let her rest in Uzushio where the rest of our dead clan members rest, Mito asked. Yes, she is, but that bastard leader of this village won't let me see her as I want to say my goodbye to mom, Karen said tearfully. Let me handle this scum, Mito said as she vanished in a red flash and looked all around the village, killing many Kusa nins who got in her way, and in a few hours, she came back where she left and have the dead body of Karen's mother with her. It done, and that bastard leader is dead. This village will soon know not to mess with the Uzumaki clan. Let go, Karen, Mito said as she nodded and left this village and head to Uzushio to lay Karen's mother to rest. Scarlet Pav. Scarlet was in Otogakure as she was hiding welling since she knows that Orochimaru of the Sannin was in charge of this village and treats his shinobi only as experiments. That snake bastard was involved in my clan Masari along with his bastard teammates. I wanted to end that bastard life, but for now I need to find my clan member, Scarlet said as she hears a loud voice from the prison. When she checks, it was a tan-skinned red-hair girl cursing and shouted at the prison guard. You fucking bastard, let me go as I Tayuya will kill you all. Tayuya shouted angrily but was pushed back by Otto Nens. Be quiet, bitch, as this is your punishment for defying Lord Orochimaru and soon you will be execution for your weakness, the Otto Nens said, making Tayuya get even more angry. Fuck that snake bastard, he doesn't even cared about another by himself as I won't let him have my body or get execution, she said, trying to break free and killed the guard, but she can't use her chakra since it seals. Sorry, but it too late for you, whore, but I had enough of you. It's time I should end you myself, the guard said, but he was out of luck as his head was chopped off from the body as Tayuya was shocked to see this and look at the figure who came down. Worthless Otto scum, how dare you tried to harm another member of my clan, Scarlet growl, but stop and see Tayuya. Hello little girl. Do you know who I am? Scarlet said, getting a tick from Tayuya hearing this woman calling her little girl. Fuck you, bitch, I not little as I don't know who the fuck are you. She spat but was held by a blood sword as Scarlet glared at her. My such foul words, you're truly an Uzumaki like me, Scarlet said, shocking Tayuya that her secret was out. How you know that I'm an Uzumaki? She asked, shocking, but what she didn't seize was the eyes that Scarlet was using to add a special yandere eyes at her. Simple clan member, as I am Scarlet Uzumaki, the second born of Kushina Uzumaki and also known as the Blood Queen, and I came here to recuse you from that snake and bring you back, she answered. You're an Uzumaki. Wait, you said you're the second born of Kushina Uzumaki? I heard from that snake bastard that he along with his teammates, their sensei and the fucking elders betray my clan and let them to die, Tayuya said angrily. Yes, Tayuya, it true, but not too worried, we will have our revenge as me, my sister, my mother and my cute baby brother Naruto Uzumaki will crush Konoha and all other village as we, the Uzumaki clan, will reign supreme and take over this world, Scarlet said. I see. Well then please set me free and I will help our clan. And you say you have a brother, tell me, is he strong? Since I can feel in my blood that our king will be the one who will lead us to glory, Yuya said as Scarlet nodded and show her the picture of Naruto, but also uses her yandere eyes to influence Yuya mind to become a yandere for Naruto. That him, he is fucking handsome as he will be my husband, Yuya said as her eyes are glowing red and have a yandere smile on her face. Yes, Yuya, but remember you have to share him with other Uzumaki girls as we need to revive the clan by any means. Scarlet said in a tone. Fine, but as long I get to have his children and become a family to the Uzumaki clan I don't mind, Yuya said as Scarlet nodded and free her from the cell and those chakra seals on her. There, now you can access your chakra freely, let go, Scarlet said as Yuya nodded and left this village unnoticed. Anna Pav. Anna was at the northern country as she looks around to find another one of her clan members. As she was looking, she spotted two red-haired female, one woman and a child, as they were running away from bandit and rouge shinobi while injured. It must be them, I have to save them quick, Anna said, rushing to catch them. Meanwhile, the woman and her daughter are fleeing from many bandits and shinobi who wanted them as slave. Mother, please hang on, the daughter said, carrying her mother as the woman was worried about her daughter. Urza, please run away, leave me, I only slow you down, her mother said, but the 5-year-old Urza refused and won't leave her mother behind. No, I won't, as we can escape and head to Konoha to find Kushina-sama, Urza replied, but she and her mother was too late as bandit and rouge shinobi are here and had their weapons up at them. Well bitch, guess you and your daughter will die together. Any final words, the rouge shinobi said as Irene was weakened from the injuries while protected her daughter. I won't let you bastard harm my baby girl, as Irene Uzumaki will send you all to hell, she shouted. HMPH, we see attack boys, the leader said, but he was frozen in red ice as this shocked everyone, but sees Anna came up glaring at those scums. How dare you weak fools tried to harm my clan members, you will all die in my red ice, Anna scowl. Hey boss, I see her, that the red ice queen Anna Uzumaki, one of the blood sisters and daughter of Kushina Uzumaki, a bandit said, but was sliced apart as the rest tried to run away but was quickly dealt with and now dead. Weak scums, Anna scoffs as she sees Irene and her daughter as they look at her. Are you both okay? She asked, but sees the wound from Irene's chest and heal her to 100%. You heal my mother, thank you, miss. Anna Uzumaki, third born of Kushina Uzumaki, as I am the red ice queen, she said. Tell me, Anna, are you really Kushina daughter? Irene asked hopefully, making Anna nodded. Yes, do you know her, are you friends with her, she replied. Yes, Kushina Uzumaki was my very dear friend in Uzushio, as she was a crazy girl to hang around with. She was the leader of the three of us, me, her, and another Uzumaki woman named Aiya. We are rebels' children back them, but all was lost since the downfall of our clan and Konoha betrayal, Irene said angrily as Urza was upset at this. Yes, it true, Konoha has betrayed our clan. But we will have our revenge, as my mother has told us to find any last Uzumaki members and bring them back to Konoha to start the plan and revive the clan with my brother Naruto Uzumaki, Anna said, shocking Irene hearing the boy's name. Yes, I heard of him, he was blessed by Shinagami-sama as he will lead us to glory and power, and from what I see he the same age as my daughter, Irene said as Urza wants to see this Naruto. Yes, I have a picture of him, Anna said, but she also uses her yandere eyes on Urza to influence her to see Naruto, as when Urza saw the picture, she was blushing red, and her eyes are glowing red. My Naruto-kun, he perfect for me, he will be mine, Urza though, as she gains a yandere smile on her face, making Anna grins. Irene was also affected by Anna yandere eyes as she wanted to have this boy seed so she and her daughter can marry him. This boy, he the one, Kushina my friend, please let me have you son seed, as our children will be powerful for the clan, Irene said. Anna was seeing the eyes of Irene and her daughter and grin evilly. Yes, you too look at my Naruto-kun picture, as he will give you his child and we will rule the world and crush our enemies, Anna though, as it was done. Now then shall we head back to Konoha, as my mother is waiting for us, Anna smile, making the two nodded and thinking of Naruto and them in bed fucking. Naruto-kun, you will be our future king, as we Uzumaki girls will be your loyal wives, Anna thought. Konoha borders Pav. Kushina and Konan was heading to Konoha, but she realizes if Konan with her then there will be problems. Konan, I want you to fly up into the sky unnoticed and head to my compound at the back so no one will notice you, she ordered as Conan nodded and uses paper wings to fly up. Then she senses her daughter are here, and what more, Kushina saw 4 more Uzumaki girls, but what's shocking is Irene, her long-lost friend. Irene, is that really you? Kushina said, tearing up as Irene nodded and ran up to her as both red-headed hugs. Kushina, I miss you so much, Irene said, kissing her, and Kushina kissed back. Same, my friend, but tell me what happened to you, as the last time I heard from you, you vanished without a trace, as me and Aiya was worried about you, Kushina said, holding her friend. I was hiding with my daughter until we are safe, but Kushina, you should know about the truth of the Uzumaki clan, Irene said as Kushina nodded. Yes, I know Konoha has betrayed us and we lost our friends and family to Kumo, Iwa and Kiri, but we will have our revenge. But Irene, have you find Aiya yet? As I tried to look for her, Kushina said, making Karen shocked. Wait, that my mother named Aiya Uzumaki, Karen said, shocking Kushina and Irene, and they look at Karen. Karen tells me, is your mother alive? Irene asked, but sees Karen tears as Mito told her mother and Irene that Kusa Nins killed her as they were biting her chakra to heal themselves and did the same thing to Karen. My mother was killed by those bastards, but we have her body and bury her in Uzushio where she will be in peace, Karen said. Irene and Kushina was furious at this, their friend are dead as they want revenge, but Mito told them she already killed all Kusa Nins and their leader. Aiya, you were always the fun-loving one in the group, we will not forget you, Kushina said. Irene nodded. Now then, shall we head to that rotten village? As I wanted to ask Kushina, why are we staying in this traitorous village? Irene asked, frowning. Simple, we Uzumaki help create this corrupted village and we will take it down, but not yet, we must plan it slowly. Until then you 4 will stay in the Uzumaki compound as my son is waiting there, Kushina said, making Urza, Karen and Tayuya blush hearing Naruto named and wanted to see him. Okay, them let go, as I get the feeling those bastards tried to hurt my son, but they will know true fear, Kushina said as her clan members nodded. Konoha Gates Pav. The 2-leaf gate guard was bored as they were Izumo and Katetsu, the eternal gate guardian. However, they felt a cold, dark and evil aura coming as they sees Kushina and her group coming in the village, but what shocked them the most is they not alone, as 4 more red-headed came, but 3 are children and 1 is a woman. Hello scums, we came back from the mission, as I hope nothing bad happened to my son or this village will suffer, Kushina glare scaring the 2 as she left with her clan follow, but gave the 2 scared Chunin a look of disgust and hate. Shit, how the fuck those 4 survive, and what more, they bring 4 more women who are all red-headed, are they Uzumakis as well? Izumo asked fearfully. We need to tell the Hokage and the council as they won't be happy to hear this, Katetsu said, frowning. On the way to the Uzumaki compound, many villagers and shinobi saw Kushina and her group in glare, but was afraid of them as many civilians and shinobi tried to hurt her son but end up injured or dead, as the clan head wives was seeing their former friend. But what shocked Makoto is that Irene was holding hands with Kushina as the 2 had blush faces on them. That bitch, she has moved on and forgetting about Minato-kun, she thought angrily. This is the village that betrayed our clan. It disgusts me seeing many of our clan symbol was in those Konoha jackets and gears. What more, people are laughing and smiling without a care for the world while our own were dead and suffering. This is not right, Irene glared hatefully as she felt a warm loving touch from Kushina. Not to worried, Irene, as they will know the pain and despair that we lost, but for now let's hurry as Naruto is waiting for us, Kushina reassured. When they reached to the compound, they sees the head of the Anbu and blood all over the door. Sochi, are you here? Kushina called out as Naruto came from the backyard as he was shirtless and sweated a bit. He sees his mom, his sisters and 4 unknown guests, but all have red-haired. Ka-chan, Nae-san, you're back, he exclaimed happily and hugs his family. Yes, Naruto, Nae, we're back, but what happened to the door and why is a head Anbu on the floor with blood? Mito asked as Naruto scoffs. Well, you see, after you 4 left on the mission, that Anbu was knocking on the door and tried to take me away so that pervert Toad man tried to place a seal on me to be the village weapon. But I killed him off and seized the teleporter scroll on him. I wanted to tell you when you come back, but I wanted to test out my jutsu, so I opened the scroll and it sent me into a open field where I see Jiraiya and a mob, as always tried to beat me or make me submissive to the village. But I handled them by killing many shinobi and civilians like the lower class. There I even unlocked the Rinnegan, However, Jiraiya and two Chunin ran off like rats after I finished killing everyone and left, but before that I sense those Junins who uses to be friends with you and stand there afraid. Naruto done explaining as he sees the three red-haired girls blushing with red faces on them. I see, so that was that bastard Hokage plan. Kushina scowl as her and Naruto sisters release a ton of killer intent though the village scaring many men, women and even children as in the Hokage tower. Hiruzen felt this power and grew fear. Shit. Kushina, she must have known about the plan and what more, the ambush to assassinate her and her daughters has failed. Anbu, he called out as the Anbu came. Call the council meeting right now, he orders as the Anbu nodded. Shit, this was a fucking mistake. Minato, what should I do? Hiruzen thought. Those bastard dare harm my brother. Their blood will be tasty for my power, Scarlet said grinning. Get in line sis, my red ice will freeze the whole village, Anna replied. Sorry, but I will chain them up like animals and place a powerful genjutsu that not even Kami can't fix, Mito said. Oh, by the way, Naze-san, thank you for the lesson and training you gave me, Naruto said as his sisters was happy to hear this. But by the way, who are those girls, and these women, are they Uzumakis as well? He asked. Yes, Sochi, as they will be living here in the clan compound, and what more, they know all about the truth and will help us get our revenge on all villages, Kushina said. That right, Naruto Uzumaki, as I'm Irene Uzumaki, as I was your mother childhood friend from Uzuz, and I must say you look more of your mother than that ex-husband of hers, and this scarlet hair girl is my daughter Urza Uzumaki, she said as Urza came up to Naruto and sees his cute face. Hello Naruto-kun, Urza stutter out, but Naruto was smiling at her. Hello, Urza-chan, want to be friends with me, Naruto said as Urza replied happily. Brother, these two are Karen Uzumaki and Tayuya Uzumaki, as Karen lost her mother recently as she was good friend with mom, Anna said. As for Tayuya, she has a potty mouth but she can fix that, Scarlet said, getting a grumble from Tayuya, but she felt the fear from Scarlet. Okay then, hello Tayuya-chan. Karen-chan, Naruto said happily with his sun-like smile making both girls blush even more. Sochi, can you watch the three girls as your sisters? Irene and I will handle those commoners, and the council, Kushina said cracking her fist while Irene raised her power. Okay Ka-chan, I will, Naruto said as he and the girls sees the five left. When they left, Naruto felt a look from the three girls as he sees their eyes are glowing red and had a yandere smile on them. Girls, are you alright? Naruto asked, scared for a bit, but he was grabbed by them as they felt his body and moan. Naruto-kun, you so cute, you will be our husband in the future, Urza said. Hey, I wanted to hold him first, Urza, Karen pouted as she takes Naruto away from her. Sorry, but I have him first, Karen, as I will make him happy, Urza pouted back, but Tayuya got Naruto away from both of them and ran upstairs to his room. Ha, Naruto-kun, it all mine fuckers, Tayuya said, but see Urza and Karen chasing her and fight to see who gets Naruto to have. Girls, please calm down, Naruto said as the three look at him and nodded but jump on him and cuddle. I don't know how I have a thing for redheads, but since they are Uzumakis I guess I can live with that, he thought. Meanwhile, Kushina and her Uzumaki family was heading to the council since they heard where that coward Hokage is. When they get there they see two kunoichi that she and her daughters was scowling in hate and rage as the first kunoichi is a fair-skinned woman of slender build. She has long black untamed hair reaching her upper back, and very unique eyes that are red in color, with an additional ring in them. She wears makeup consisting of red lipstick and purple eyeshadow. Her regular outfit consists of a red mesh armor blouse with only the right sleeve visible. Overall, this is very broad material which resembles bandages with a pattern on it similar to those of rose thorns. Her hands and upper thighs are also wrapped in bandages, and she wears the Konoha and regular shinobi sandals. The second one was a light brown, pupil-less eyes. Her hair, black with a blue tint in the manga and violet in the anime, is styled in a short, spiky, fanned ponytail. She usually wears a fitted mesh bodysuit that covers her from her neck down to her thighs. Over this she typically wears a tan overcoat with a purple inseam and a pocket on each side, a dark orange miniskirt, a dark blue belt, and pale gray shin guards. In addition to the typical forehead protector, she also wears a small pendant that looks like a snake fang and a wristwatch. There were Kushina former students and demon haters Kurenai Yuhi and Anko Mitarashi as both blocked the entrance to the council. Yuhi Mito spat, Uzumaki Kurenai glare. Mito and Kurenai was enemies as Kurenai hated Mito and her family since. Kurenai wanted to be the best genjutsu mistress as she works hard to make sure no one surpass her. She was too prideful and arrogant, and mostly an ice queen. She wanted to show those not to mess with her until she met Mito and Glare. Mito was a natural-born prodigy in genjutsu and Uzumaki skills. When she and Kurenai face each other, Mito always defeated her with ease as she and Uzumaki. Kurenai was furious and enraged as she trained hard and bled for that title, but now Mito has stolen her glory and title. She tried to kill Mito and her family many times but failed as the red-haired girl and her sisters and mother put her in her place. Kurenai knew she can't win against Mito and her sister, so she tried to target her demon brother Naruto, who she hated him the most since the fox killed her family and destroyed her home. She lost everything and was all alone while she saw happy faces of that bitch and her family. Seeing them laughing and having fun made Kurenai grew hatred and malice as she will take everything that belonged to Mito, but her foolish actions cause her pain as Naruto was trained in breaking genjutsu, and not to mention he has the Kyuubi inside of him. When Mito and her family hears what Kurenai did, Mito tortured the Junin for 12 months until she was done breaking her, and now Kurenai became broken and lost her title. And as for Anko Mitarashi, she was just like Naruto, but she became a hypocrite as she can't take all the hate and glare from this village since her former master was Orochimaru, who abandoned her. She wanted to feel respected and loved, so she sees the 3-year-old Naruto and grab him so the mob will beat him down. Anko was looking at the crying Naruto, but she didn't care as she felt pride and joy doing this. She has betrayal her morals and knew it was every person for themselves. But it didn't last long as her karma has come. When Scarlet heard what Anko and the mob did to her brother, her sisters and Kushina was furious at the betrayal and killed off the massive mobs until Anko was left scared and shaking in fear. Scarlet grabs her neck and stabs her many times until she was done. She sees the curse mark on Anko, and with her blood skills she activates the seals, making the snake Kunoichi yelled in agony and in pain. When she was done, Anko was falling on the ground hard and was broken as Scarlet called her a snake whore and slut and threatens her to stay away from her family or die. Move bitch, Mito glare as Kurenai scoffs and glare. You won't do anything to me, demon bitch, as we have orders to not let you or your family in. Kurenai taunt. But Mito had enough and place her in an eternal genjutsu of hell. Kurenai screams in agony and begs Mito to stop, but the red-haired girl was grinning evilly and let her suffer. Anko tried to kill her, but Scarlet uses her blood snakes to wrap her around and biting her skin, adding the poison to force her foaming. You won't interfere, whore, as I warn you not to mess with my family, as I will give you a painful lesson, Scarlet said. Mito, Scarlet, you two deal with those bitches as we will go on ahead, Kushina said. Right, mother. Mito and Scarlet replied as Kushina, Irene and Anna went in but was blocked by Yugo and her Anbu. Kushina, I have order not to let you or your family in, Yugo said, but Anna draws her sword and slash Yugo chest. Seeing the Neko, Anbu fell on the floor in her own blood. Bitch, how dare you get in, mother, way lower class, Anna said as she killed of Yugo Anbu squad, leaving her alone and bleed. Kushina went up to Yugo and placed a genjutsu to make her sleep. Never mess with your betters, Kushina glares. The council sees the door opens as everyone saw Kushina and her daughter, but also an unknown women with them. Here is in your worthless bastard. What this? I heard that the mob tried to harm my Sochi. Kushina growl as her Kyuubi chakra was showing, even though she doesn't have the fox anymore, its chakra is still inside of her. Kushina, stop this, that demon had to suffer, Hiyashi said as he was wearing an eye patch on his left eye. Hyuga be slyant, I didn't ask you, worm, Kushina snarled. Kushina, please, it was a mistake for the villagers to do this, Hiruzen said. Bullshit, old man, your village tried to harm Kushina-chan, child, as I won't let you harm my Kushina-son, Irene glare raising her power. And who the fuck are you, bitch, Kiyoshi glare. But he was killed by Irene power, shocking the council and Mebuki. Kiashi-kun. Mebuki screeched in tears and tried to kill Irene, but she was kicked to the wall by Kushina as she smirks at this. I'm a childhood friend and lover of Kushina Uzumaki. My name is Irene Uzumaki, and me and my daughter Urza Uzumaki will be living in Kushina home, Irene said, kissing Kushina while shocking the council that another Uzumaki has survived. Kushina, is this true? How can you betray Minato-kun like that? Makoto said angrily. He means nothing to me as I already have a new love, and beside that bastard don't care for me. My daughters are my Sochi, is he dead to us? Kushina spat, making Makoto furious. You witch, I kill you, Makoto said, but her husband stops her since she will get killed. One more thing, Danzo, it seems that you tried to send root to capture my son but failed, as I had enough of you and the elders, Kushina said, charging at Danzo, Kaharu and Homura with her sword and slice them all while secretly steals the eye of Itachi friend and cuts off his right arm. There, the elders won't be a problem anymore, Kushina said. Kushina, what have you done? Hiruzen glare, but Kushina look at him coldly. Shut it, fool, as I warn you, if you tried to send Anbu to ambush us, L will send you where that bastard Minato is, she threatened, making him and the council felt fear from her power. Mito and Scarlet came back from dealing with Kurenai and Anko as Kushina grins. So, are they dealt with? She asked. Yes, mother, but still alive but in a coma, Mito smirk. They should know their place as lesser beings, Scarlet said. Good, now then everyone, in 3 years my son along with Urza Uzumaki, Karen Uzumaki and Tayuya Uzumaki will attend the academy, but know this, if the teachers and students tried to harm them or sabotage their lesson, they and your families will suffer. Kushina laughs, leaving with her clan. Hokage, we can't let her get away with this, Sume said, fearing for her son. I agree, we must stop her and her demon family since she doesn't care for Minato-kun, Makoto said, crying. That witch killed my husband and now my baby girl will lose her father, I want her to suffer, Mebuki said. I know, but we can't do anything for now, and what more, she has dirt on all of us in her possession. She has become a true evil woman, and her family even worse since her son has the Rinnegan, making the clan even more powerful, Hiruzen replied in rage. How can Naruto have the Rinnegan, and what more, I thought all Uzumaki are dead, have some survive and was in hiding? Inochi asked. Maybe, but if they knew that Konoha betrayed their clan, this village and done for, we can't let the Uzumaki clan to have their way, Hiruzen said as the rest nodded. This meeting is over, he added as he left. Makoto was crying and was angry for Kushina moving on and was with another one of her kind, as she never cares for Minato in the first place, and now his jutsu and scrolls along with the Namikaze funds now belong to her and her demon family. Curse you, bitch, she shouted in her head. Uzumaki household Pav. Kushina, her daughters and Irene has returned from the council, killing of the 3 elders and showing everyone else their place. They arrived to see what made them smile. Naruto was sleeping on the bed with Karen, Tayuya, and Urza, but also holding him like husband and wives. Ah, look at the cute couples, Kushina smiled as Irene was happy to see this. They really care for him, we should wake them up, Irene replied, but Kushina hold her. No, leave them alone, as we have more important things, as we have a guest who is waiting for us. Kushina grins evilly as Irene, Mito, Scarlet, and Anna nodded with also evil grins. Well then, let's start the ritual of the Uzumaki rebirth, Irene smile. Mother, before that? Mito asked as Kushina and Irene look at her and her sisters. Yes, what it is, Mito? Kushina wonders. Since Danzo is dead, what his root Anbu will be useful for our plan, as that mummy has all info and access to every location to the elemental nations. We can use his root to find more Uzumaki while also get rid of those who will get in the way, Mito answer. Sister, while that does make sense, you forget his root only listen to Danzo and him alone, how can we have them under our control? Scarlet question. She right, and what more, those are the same root Anbu who tried to kill us when they serve under him, there no way we would ever uses them, Anna said, frowning at this. No, you too, Mito is right, remembered we must do anything we can to make sure our clan has their revenge on all village, and not too worried about root, as I stole Danzo Sharingan I the Kotoa Matsukami. But I improved the power with the Uzumaki forbidden jutsu, so only we Uzumaki can use it to influence people to our will. Kushina smile. I see, Kushi-chan, but are you sure this is a good thing, using that Uchiha eye? Irene asked, but also felt a warm loving touch from Kushina as she kisses her. Yes, Irene-chan, as we will do anything to revive the clan. Kushina smile victorious. Nighttime Pav. In the altar of the Uzumaki shrine, Konan was facing Kushina and the other, while Naruto, Urza, Karen, and Tayuya was sleeping. She sees the red blood pool and was laid down on a table with no clothes on and was tied up with chakra seal and rope. Kushina-sama, what is this? Konan scared, but the red-haired women said nothing but smile wickedly. Oh, Konan, don't be afraid, soon you will be reborn as one of us, she smiles as she actives the jutsu to gain access the blood pool, and in a few seconds 3 different smokes of red, pink and black came out and heading to Konan. It went inside of her mouth, making her gauging like she was about to be possessed. Kushina and the other was watching this and sees it was working. When the three-color smokes was fully inside of Conan, she became to change as her appearance was different. Her short blue hair became long blood red with a hint of black lines on it. Hey, amber eyes are now blood red with a swirl of whirlpool in it, but her body was different. Her chest size is larger and bigger while her skin was fair but tan-like. As for her chakra, it went darker and vile that made her corrupted. When the process is done, she was awake and kneels in front of Kushina and her family. "Mistress Kushina, how can I serve you and our clan?" the now possessed Conan said, grinning. Kushina was happy to see the process works perfectly, and now her clan will be reborn and her son will take its place as the new Uzumaki king. "Tell me, new member, what is our clan purpose and motto?" Kushina asked. "To revive our clan by any means and get our revenge on those who dare defy us as we serve our future king Naruto Uzumaki as family is above all," Conan replied. "Good, now then I can sense you want to be with my cousin Nagato as he wants you and him to start having children while focusing on the plan and give us information about your duties and find out who this masked person is," Kushina orders as Conan nodded. "Yes, mistress, I will not fail you or our clan," Conan bows, grinning as her eyes had hearts thinking about her and her friend Nagato starting a family. "Before you go, as I will give you a new name, for now on your name is Conan Uzumaki, the Red Angel of Uzu, as that is your true name," Kushina said. "Thank you, mistress, I will accept it," Conan said, happy as she left but henge into her old self to fool the masked man. "Mother, it worked. The process of converted any women into Uzumaki has success," Anna said. "Yes, and now we will change any women into one of us so they can carry the seed from Naruto-kun and revive the clan. But before that we must crush all villages that dares oppose us," Kushina said, making a villain laugh as her daughter and Irene did the same. "Now then, in 3 years the academy will start. As before that happens, Irene, we need to train the girls so they will be powerful Uzumakis for my Sochi and our future king," Kushina said as her lover nodded. "We will Kushi-chan, as Urza has potential to get stronger, but I also see her interested in armor and weapons. It will be useful for her," Irene said. "Great, now them you four head up while I closed everything here," Kushina said, seeing the four left as she was all alone until the red, pink and black smoke came out from the pool and went inside of her mouth as she can be the carrier of 3 smokes. "Soon Konoha, you and the other villages will pay for betraying my clan, and what more, Minato, you're a fool to think Naruto-kun will be a weapon for this weak village. His loyalty is to his clan and family as we loved him," Kushina thought, as she left the altar and sealing the doors. When she went upstairs, she activates the seals to lock all doors and windows to the compound and make sure no one comes here to attack her and her family. She checks on her son in his room alone as she went up to him and kiss his forehead, open her mouth to let out dark smoke and sending it into the seal that holds the kyuubi and some into her son mouth, and left with an evil grin on her face. Konoha time skipped 3 years later. It'd been 3 years and now at the start of the academy for the next generation of shinobi and kunoichi. During the 3 years Kushina and her family have been training Naruto and the girls ruthless and emotionless to show those lesser clans their place. After Kushina have been giving the special power to her family, they have become more corrupted and darker but still respect the Uzumaki creed. Naruto was training hard, even train with Urza, Karen and Tayuya, as the 3 redheads were getting more powerful every day. What more, Urza has unlocked her special power to change different armor and weapons as she checks the history text and sees a similar version of her but older has the same power. Her name was Urza Scarlet and she a powerful warrior. And this Urza will have the same power as the Urza from Fairy Tail. She can change to any armor and master the weapon with. Karen has been training her chakra chains and improve it to mastered it with the help of Mito, but different is Karen chains are silver with dark spikes on it. And as for Tayuya, she mastered the art of genjutsu and demon summon while learning the nature of fire, wind and lighting. She even has a demonic flute in her to practice along with her yin release. However, in the 3 years their love with Naruto has increased thanks to Kushina infected them with pink smoke from her mouth as they had truly become obsessed with Naruto and will kill anyone who dares harm him and their clan. While that was done, Kushina and her daughters had been reprogramming many root Anbu with the help of the Koto Amatsukami, but upgrade into her eyes as she share the power with Irene and her daughters so they can control each fraction of root. She wanted to thank Shisui Uchiha for having a powerful genjutsu but was wondering where the other eye was. There are more since what has happened in the council, and 4 more Uzumakis are here in the village. Many hated the fact that outsiders are living in the village, but what shocked them is Kushina was in love with another one of her clan, as the women who loves Minato was furious, mostly Mikoto, Sume and Mebuki, as the three tried to attack Kushina many times, but Irene and her put them in their place everything, and since they attack first, their clans had to pay half of their money to the Uzumaki clan, making Fugaku upset at his wife's actions but was glaring at Kushina for this. When Jiraiya heard about what happened in the council and 4 more Uzumaki members are here, he was frowning at this. He needed Naruto to be loyal to the village only, but it will be difficult since Kushina has full control over him. He was also furious that bitch has dated someone else and forget about his favorite student but was a woman, as this disgusts him. Mito and her sister have improved their chakra and their dark power, as each of them are 18 years old and mature into beautiful fine women, but different hairstyle, as Mito hair was short but had hairpins on it. She was wearing her Enbu uniform while added her Uzumaki symbol on it. Scarlet has long red hair that look like blood on it, her eyes are also blood red and she wears a red mask on it. Her body was curved and slim, but her chest size is the same as Mito H cup. She wears her kunoichi uniform, but it was all red since that was her favorite color. And as for Anna, her hair was red but was braided and has a ice pin on it. Her eyes are white but cold, while her body is curved but muscular and her chest size is G cup. She wears a normal Junin uniform but has ice all over it to make it better for her. The 3 sisters have been giving mission from their mother to find many more of Uzumaki members or find any potential women who are strong enough to join their clan. Speaking of that, Kushina has received word from her cousin and Konan that they now had 3 children of 2 boys and 1 girl, which made her smile as they are full Uzumaki. While she also knows that the masked person is gather members for the group that is called the Akatsuki. Konoha also heard about Itachi went rouge after killing some Uchiha members, including his lover Izumi, as he vanished leaving his family behind, as his younger Sasuke was upset at this and will make Itachi pay for this. In the Haruno household, Mebuki was crying in tears for the death of her husband, as her daughter was also upset and wanted to make that woman pay for killing her father. Right now, Naruto, Karen, Tayuya and Urza are heading to their first day in the academy, even though Naruto opposed to this, saying it will be a waste of time, as the girls nodded. "Mom, why do we have to go to the academy?" Naruto asked, frowning. "He right, mother, the academy is a waste of time, knowing that many kids only wanted to become shinobi for fun and being famous they will get killed on their first mission," Urza said while holding on to Naruto, as Karen and Tayuya did the same. "I understand you too, but it is required for you 4 to attend to start becoming shinobi, as it will be 7 years and there will be 15 years old in the Shippuden era. But until then make sure you 4 won't fail the classes," Kushina said as her lover nodded. "That might be Hair Lady Kushina, as I can tell that many teachers and students will try to sabotage our lesson and might held," as back Karen said. "She right, what more, the other clan members' children will pick a fight with us and try to get us in trouble for some fucking reason," Tayuya replied. "Don't worry girls, I make sure that no one would dare try to do anything," Naruto replied as he felt the bone-crushing hugs of his girlfriends. Ever since he been spending time with them, he gains crush of them and will do anything to protect them, but he also felt different in the past 3 years ago, but pay no mind. "Alright then, do you 4 have everything you need?" Irene asked as Naruto and the girls nodded. Naruto was wearing his brown shirt and has black pants with it. He also wears a blue and black jacket with his clan symbol on it, and the last he wearing was his shinobi sandals. Karen was wearing a dark purple short-sleeved shirt that had a brown collar, light brown pants, and brown sandals. Tayuya was wearing a black shirt and shorts with long leggings and has black shinobi sandals, and as for Urza, her attire is different since she wears a skirt-like dress and has armor on it with her clan symbol on it and wears black shoes, and her hair was braided thanks to Anna. She also carries a sword with her to make sure no one dares mess with her and her new family. She has become loyal to the clan and her Naruto-kun and will kill anyone who mess with them. "Good, you 4 head out as me and Irene-chan need to lock everything up in the compound," Kushina replied as she sees Naruto and the girls left to the front gate as she and Irene are alone. But since Mito and her sisters are here. "Okay, everyone listened up. While me and Irene are taking the kids to the academy, I want you 3 to find any members of our clan who are still in danger, as Root will assist you," Kushina orders. "Right, mother," the 3 replied. "After that bring them here to Konoha, as they will know about our clan true goal and get our revenge. But first, Scarlet, I want you to make a clone of yourself and keep watch on Naruto-kun and the girls." Since the teachers and student will be tried to do anything to make them fail, I want them dead. Kushina grinned. Yes, mother, I will help. Naruto-kun, Scarlet replied as she felt her mother kissing her while sending dark smoke into her body, increasing her power. We will go to different world and find many potential members to be reborn as Uzumaki, as I found 4 red-haired who are perfect enough to join us. Kushina replied, making Irene grin. Then I will assist you then, Mistress Kushina, Irene said, kissing her with tongues as Kushina was the dominated one. Oh that it, slut, pleasure your mouth with mine. The evil Uzumaki moans loudly until they stop for 5 minutes. Now then, let go, the kids are waiting, she said as Irene nodded and left the house, locking it. On the way to the academy, people saw Kushina and her family and glare, but also scare of them since they tried to attack her son and those girls many times but failed, as they were even killed or end up crippled. The only person who cares for them was the ramen duo, but now only Ayame, as her father was ill from an unknown disease and died, which she was now alone. But Kushina was comforting her and help her business even if she hasn't gotten any customer. Ayame met Naruto when he was 4 and care for him. She and her father never hated him for having the Kyuubi, but she hates that bastard father of the 4th Hokage. Kushina offer her to live with them or come visit, but she has things to do but take on the offer. When they reach the academy, the other parents see them and glare, mostly Kushina old friends, as they tell their children to stay away from the demon and his family. As Makoto was seeing Kushina holding hands with that bitch and glare. She dares come here with that demon son of her, and that whore I will make her suffer, and if not that my son will put that demon in his place, she thought. Naruto can sense many people glaring at him as he unleashed his power to make them run away, as Kakashi and the other Junin sees the demon and glare, mostly Kurenai and Anko, who woke up from their coma 2 years ago but was broken inside, losing to Kushina daughters. We can't let that demon and his whores get stronger, Asuma glare. I agree, but the Hokage is too busy dealing with this, and what more, that bitch has gotten more powerful than before, and she didn't even care for Sensei, as she now dated that witch as her daughter and 2 more are dated that demon. Kakashi glare. Iruka sees Naruto as he and Mizuki knew they are fucked since they tried to attack Naruto 3 years ago, and sees their faces. Shit, that demon will tells it, mother, and we will suffer her wrath? Iruka said, scared, as Mizuki scoffs at this. That boy won't do anything to us, we have the council on our side and the Hokage, he won't touch us, Mizuki said, but unknowing to him and Iruka, a clone of Scarlet was hiding in the shadows watching them. HMPH, we'll see, fool, she said. Okay Sochi, you and the girls be careful, alright, as me and Irene-chan had to go on a mission and won't be back until tonight, Kushina said. Urza, make your family proud and beat anyone up who mess with you and the others, Irene said. Okay mother, I will, Urza replied. Don't worry Ka-chan, we will find, as I can sense the other children and they are weak and worthless, Naruto said loudly, getting the parents to hear this and glare. Kiba, make sure you bully that demon bastard, Sume said as Kiba nodded. Right mom, me and Akamaru will show him who the true alpha, Kiba said. Sakura, my princess, that women is the demon, mother, what more, the other one is the one who killed your father, I want you to make them pay and possibly make that demon your puppy, Mebuki said, seeing her princess nodded. Okay mommy, that Baka will pay, as I can't wait to show this bitch daughter and those whores their place, Sakura said while looking at Sasuke and blush. Ino, stay away from Kushina's son and his clan members, as they are all demon in human skins and will attack at any moment, her father said, as Shikaku and Choza tell their sons to stay away from them. Right daddy, I will, but I will pretend to be his friend and use him as a stepping tool for Sasuke-kun, she said. A blue-haired girl with paleness eyes saw the boy who saved her and blush. She, the daughter of Hiyashi Hyuga, as her name is Hinata Hyuga, and the stalker of her love, Naruto. When Naruto saved her from bullies, she gains a crush on him and sees him training every day. Even she saw the villagers tried to harm him but failed as he killed them all with his family. Hinata sees Naruto mother as she read her mother diary and was friends with Kushina. When Hinata saw Kushina and her daughters protected Naruto, she was happy to see a loving family. Since her father never cared for her and always focused on her sister, she felt unloved until she met Kushina and take her home in the night. Hinata also sees 3 red-haired girls who loves Naruto as well. Those girls, they must be his clan members, she thought. As Naruto sees Hinata and look away. Sasuke, you're the pride and glory of our clan, you must not be second place, Fugaku said as Sasuke nodded but sees Naruto and glares. 2chan, that boy is the son of the 4th Hokage? He asked as Fugaku nodded. Yes, but stay away from him and the girls, they are monsters who killed some of our clan members. What more, that Uzumaki bitch made you mother upset, Fugaku said as Makoto was glaring at him. She shouldn't be here in the academy or this village, and now the fourth legacy is now hers and her family. Makoto scowls. Ka-chan, don't worry, I will show that Dobi the power of an Uchiha elite, Sasuke said arrogantly as Makoto smiles at her son. Do that, Sasuke, make that demon suffer, Makoto said as she and Fugaku left with the other parents. Mom, that teacher and his pet were the ones who tried to attack me 3 years ago, Naruto said as Kushina and Irene glare at Iruka and Mizuki, who was scared. Thanks, Sochi, we will handle this, Kushina said, flaring up her power as Irene did the same. KKK, Kushina-san, let us explain, Iruka stutter out. But he and Mizuki was beaten to a bloody pulp, making Naruto and Urza smile while Tayuya and Karen grin. Listen carefully, worms, if you both tried to sabotage our children test work, we will send you both to hell, Kushina warns as the two nodded fearfully. Okay then, see you tonight, son and girls, make those bitches suffer, Kushina said as she and Irene left. Shit, that bitch, Iruka said. Let get this day over with, Naruto orders. Academy POV. Class was in sections with the new student who all wanted to become shinobi for fame or glory. But Naruto and his yandere lovers don't care for such trivial things and sit all the way in the back while Hinata was below them. Good morning, class, we want to welcome you to the first day in the academy. In 7 years when you come you will learn and study to become the next generation of shinobi and kunoichis, Iruka smile making everyone roar in excitement except for Naruto clan. Before we start our first lesson, we should introduction ourselves, so we get to know each and tried to make friends, Mizuki replied but sees Naruto and his whores not caring and glare. So, who wants to go first? He asked as Kiba was the first to go. I will, sensei. My name is Kiba Inuzuka from the Inuzuka clan. My likes are dogs such as Akamaru, my family and being the strongest alpha. My dislikes are traitors, losers and demons such as the so-called Uzumaki clan. Kiba mock. Only to be hit by a sword from Urza as she and the others glare at him. Shut your mouth, dog, or face death, she glare making Kiba scared. Enough, Urza. Kiba didn't mean to apologize, Iruka scolded but was ignored by Urza and give him the finger. Okay then, who next? Mizuki said, trying to get on with this as the pink and blonde girl raised their hands. We will, sensei, as my name is Sakura Haruno and my likes are my mom, boys like Sasuke-kun, makeup and flowers. My dislikes are red-haired girls like them, she pointed at the girls, and demon like Naruto Baka, and my dream is to marry Sasuke-kun. Sakura done. I'm next, my name is Ino Yamanaka from the Yamanaka clan. My likes is flowers, boys mostly Sasuke-kun and making the clan proud. My dislikes is the same as Sakura but mostly Naruto, and my dream to make the Yamanaka clan proud and have a powerful boyfriend like Sasuke-kun. Ino done explain. Urza, Karen and Tayuya can't stand those two pathetic fangirls as they hope something bad will happen to them, while Naruto didn't care if those weak girls hate him. Hinata raised her hand as she was quiet and shy but finished her introduction while seeing Naruto and blush as it was noticed by him and the others. Sasuke was next, making all girls except for Hinata and the three red-headed squeal like Banshee as the Uchiha smirk, making Naruto gag and scoffs at this arrogant fool. I'm Sasuke Uchiha from the Uchiha clan and my likes are my parents, the clan, and being the strongest since the Uchiha clan is the elite of all clans. My dislikes are loser like them, he pointed at Naruto group, Itachi, that traitor and weak girls, and my dream is to defeat Itachi and restored my clan, he said. Sakura and Ino blushed at this while they heard laughing as they and everyone saw Naruto and the girls laughing at this pathetic display. Please, Uchiha, your clan was weak if your brother killed half, and not forget my mom and sisters killed 20 to 30 Uchiha members for trying to attack me, so you clan is only 4th place below the Hyuga clan. Naruto smirk as he sees Sasuke glare and tried to attack him, but Naruto was behind him and kick him to the wall. Now then, guess we're next, as I will go first. My name is Naruto Uzumaki from the Uzumaki clan, the strongest clan. My likes are the clan, my mother, my sisters, Karen-chan, Urza-chan and Tayuya-chan, ramen, red-haired girls for some reason, training, killing, and studying to get stronger. My dislikes, he said with a cold emotionless face, are the weak village and everyone who hates my family, that bastard 3rd and 4th Hokage, the council, traitors, Kumo, Iwa and Kiri for destroying my homeland, and those who are lesser than us. My dream is to revive the Uzumaki clan with my girlfriends and make it stronger than ever and have our revenge, Naruto said as he was dragged down and hugged by his red-haired girlfriends while Hinata was sad a bit but she didn't know she will get her wish. Many kids are shouted at this arrogant bastard as Sasuke was upset but he and everyone saw Naruto Rinnegan and glare. Try something bitch as I will send you all to hell, Naruto said. Okay, enough, Naruto, calm down, Iruka told him as Naruto did. Guess I next, Urza said as she gets up. Now listen up you fool, my name is Urza Uzumaki, daughter of Irene Uzumaki and Naruto-kun first future wife. I like strawberry cake and sweet, armor and weapons and making Naruto-kun happy. I hate her traitors, weak people, and those who are not worth my time as you are all beneath me and my family and my dream is to be the greatest armor kunoichi and married Naruto-kun. I go, Karen said as she gets up. My name is Karen Uzumaki and future, first, wife of Naruto-kun. My likes are chains, medical ninjutsu, my clan and new family. My dislikes are worthless people. Those who hurt my Naruto-kun and this damn village for what they did is I will never forgive them. And my dream is to be the best Uzumaki medic and have Naruto-kun children, she said as her eyes are glowing red. I next, bitches, Tayuya said getting up. Okay fuckers, hear this, my name is Tayuya Uzumaki and the true, first, wife of my Naruto-kun. My likes are playing with my flute, my clan and the family that take me in, demons, and fighting. My dislikes are traitor. Snakes like that fucker Orochimaru. This weak village and all village except for Uzushio. And my dream is to marry my future husband, Tayuya said. Hold on, Tayuya, what make you and Urza be Naruto-kun first future wife? Karen glare as she and the two have a brawl that almost destroyed the classroom and kids shouted fight, fight. Naruto groans at this, seeing those three still fighting over him while Hinata was thinking of speaking to her savior, but she had to wait. In the shadows, Scarlet really needs to speak to those three about fighting who get to have Naruto first wife. Is it her and her sisters who should be Naruto-kun wife? I think mother put too much on pink smoke on them. He mine. Urza shouted. No mine. Karen shouted back. Mine, Naruto-kun. Tayuya said, but Naruto made 3 shadow clones and told the girls to stop fighting. Can you 3 stops fighting, you're making a mess, Naruto scolded as the 3 bow their heads in apologies but felt kisses from Naruto and smile. Everyone was shocked to see the damage those 3 did from fighting like fangirls. Sasuke was even more shocked at those girls' power as he will take 1 or 3 as his wife for the clan. Okay everyone, since this is the first day we will be having a sparring match, but it will be short since we don't have time, Mizuki said. Come outside to the back of the academy, Iruka added. The whole class left and heading to the back of the academy where they see the arena and weapons. Class listens up, this will be a one-on-one match and to win you must either defeated your opponent by forfeit or unconscious, as those are the rules. Who wants to go first? Iruka asked as many said nothing, but Hinata raised her hand first. IIW will sensei, she stutters as Naruto sees her and senses her power. This girl, she has potential but needs some confidence, he thought. Okay then Hinata, and who will be your opponent? Iruka said as she pointed at Naruto, making him glare but nodded as both went up to the arena. Sasuke wants to see the power of the 4th son, as since he hears from the village that Naruto killed many people when he was only 5, he must be powerful to do this. Sakura and her Banshee sister were glaring at Naruto for what he did to their Sasuke and wanted to make him pay. Beat that demon, Hyuga Ino said. Suddenly she was punched hard by Karen as she glares at the blonde bitch. Shut your mouth, lower class, Karen scowl and turn around to see her Naruto-kun with the others. Naruto was seeing Hinata stutter a lot and what more he sees her face blush. Hinata, Hyuga, take my advice, forfeit now as I can tell you can't win as you don't have much confidence in you, he said, but to his surprise Hinata refused. I want Naruto-kun as I will win, she replied, but getting glare from those redheads. Okay then the first match between Naruto Uzumaki versus Hinata Hyuga will begin, Iruka said as Hinata uses her Byakugan and did the gentle fist to strike Naruto, but he vanished in a Hiraishin and went behind Hinata and knocked her out in a second. See, I told you that you're no match against me, but since you stand up, I guess you have potential. Too bad you're not an Uzumaki, he thought as he left the arena after declaring the winner. You did it, Naruto-kun, Karen said happily. There was no doubt, but still I don't like it when that girl called our Naruto-kun, Tayuya said. It okay, I know her as I save her from bullies as she was trying to thank me, but her bodyguard pull her away and glare, Naruto replied. The rest of the day was boring as Urza. Karen and Tayuya fought their matches against Sasuke, Sakura and Ino, and one making the three get angry at this. Hinata was awake and was saddened to lose, but before she was out cold she hears Naruto defending her as now her crush for him has gotten bigger, but it won't be enough for him since those three cared for him. Now the day was over as the highest scores on the test was the Uzumaki family, as Sasuke was in second place, making him upset at this and wanted to protest, but Naruto beat him unconscious. The parents came to pick up their children as Naruto and the girls went walking home to wait for his mother, Irene-san, and his sisters. Makoto and Fugaku glare at Kushina-san and those three Uzumaki's girls as Sasuke told them that they got the highest scores in the academy, which this made them upset and need to do something. Fugaku-kun, we must kill that demon child and his family, they're getting too strong, and what more, that girl in glasses hurt Sasuke as I won't have it. Makoto frowns. I know, but we can't do anything for now but to train Sasuke even harder and make him number one, Fugaku said as the Uchiha family left but was unaware Scarlet was listening to all this and glare. I need to tell mother about this, she said, leaving. Meanwhile, with Kushina and Irene, they have left to a different world with the jutsu to travel worlds, as they are in the 600th world and in Gotham City looking for their target. Kushi-chan, how are we going to find this woman? Irene asked as Kushina smirked. Easy, I have her location as she will be perfect for joining our clan, Kushina replied, looking at the picture of a red-haired woman who can control plants. That's all for now. If you enjoy, then please like, share and do comments.